this video, I'm going to show you how to play Heart of Gold by Neil Young. It's a very quick and easy song to play, so let me get right down to the tutorial. Alright, so this is a very easy song to play, and there are 5 chords to this song, so I'm just going to go over those. I'm going to go over the chord pattern, and then I'm going to move my guitar. I'm going to move my camera over here so you can see the strumming hand, because the strumming is probably the hardest part with Neil Young songs. Alright, so the 5 chords, you've got an E minor, your middle finger and ring finger are going right here on the second fret of the 4th and 5th strings. So that's an E minor. Next you've got an E minor 7, so it's still an E minor, but your pinky is going to go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Next you've got a D with your middle finger and index finger on the 1st and 3rd strings, both on 2nd fret. Then you're adding your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Alright, so that's a D chord. Next you've got a C chord. So there's a certain way that Neil Young plays it. Usually it's played with the index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, middle fingers going on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and your ring fingers going in the 3rd fret of the 5th string. However, Neil Young plays it with he moves his ring finger up to the low E on the 3rd fret, and his pinky is replacing the location of the ring finger. So that's the C chord for this song. And now, next, finally you've got a G chord. Neil Young plays it like this. He's got his pinky on the high E on the 3rd fret, and also on the 3rd fret he's got his ring finger on the low E. So let me go through those chords real quick. E minor, E minor 7, then a D chord, a C, and then a G. Alright, so those were those 5 chords. Next, let's start with the intro. So this is used multiple times throughout the song. It's played twice in the intro, and each time, what I mean by each time is he starts out with the E minor 7, D, and to the E minor. So let me show you how he plays that. He starts out by hitting the low E note. He plays that twice, then the E minor 7 6 times, and when he plays it the 6 times, he pumps the fingers against the strings, so it kind of makes it sound choppy instead of makes it flow. So instead of so it kind of makes it choppy. I mean, that's the sound of Heart of Gold. And then he goes to that D chord, plays that twice, and goes to the E minor, plays that once, and he does a little hammer-on thing. I'll just show you from the beginning. So with the hammer-ons, he starts out with the 5th string open, hammers on, and then the 4th string, and then hammers on. When I've heard some live versions, it sounds like he plays, when he gets to the 4th string, he plays the 4th string open, plays it again, and hammers on at that time. So in the original it sounds like this, and in the live it sounds like he's playing this. So it doesn't really matter which one you play, they both sound similar. Also, when you get to the D chord, you don't want to play it quick like this. Instead you play it like... So it's another small difference, but if you want it to be perfect, then just add that extra pause between those 2 notes. No one's going to really notice, by the way, but I mean, it's your decision. So here's what you have. You got an E minor 7, You can also hold your shape too. You can play it any way you want. Alright, so you've got that. Just play that 2 times. The E minor 7, D, E minor, hammer-ons. Play that once again. And next, when the harmonica kicks in, you're going to play a certain order. You're going to play E minor, C, D, and G. So you're going to play the sequence of those chords 3 times. So E minor, C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, and then you play the intro one more time. So you're not playing it twice like you did in the intro, you're playing it only once. So I'm going to go through the harmonica part real quick. I'm just going to play it so you hear what it kind of sounds like. E minor, C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, and on the 3rd time, E minor, C, D, D, or G, whatever. And then you go back to that little intro. You play that 1 time. So, that's what it sounds like before the vocals. When the vocals come in, you're going to play the harmonica once again. So you're going to play the sequence 3 times. And after you get to that 3rd time, you're going to go back to the E minor, play that twice. And then you're going to the G chord. So on the G chord you play that twice as well. And after that you're going to go on that little C chord. I'm going to go over it in the strumming section a little bit, where you just hold that shape. And then the G chord. Strums it a few more times. So, once again, E minor, G chord, C chord, G chord. So he plays the sequence of E minor, G, C, G. He plays that 2 times. And then he goes back to the harmonica section, so he does the E minor, C, D, and G 3 times. And then after that little harmonica section, he goes back to the intro, E minor 7, D, and E minor, hammer-ons. He plays that little sequence once, and then he plays the vocal part again. After the vocal part, he does another quick harmonica, and then that's when you get to the final "Keep Me Searching for a Heart of Gold." He plays that 4 times. He plays that little intro 4 times. That's 1 time. Two times. 3 times. That was your last time, and then you quickly go back to the C and ending with a G. Just strum down and let it ring. Okay, you need to remember the sequence of the chords a little bit, but the strumming is going to be the real challenge, probably the biggest challenge. It may not be a challenge to some people, but it's definitely the biggest challenge of the song. So I'm going to go right over to the strumming section real quick. I'm just going to play the entire, everything I've showed you, but on the other hand. So, alright, for the strumming section, I'm just going to start from the intro. So you're going to start by plucking the low E string, and then you're going to hit the E minor 7 down 6 times, and when you get to the D, 2 times down, and then the E down too. So just watch my hand very carefully. So you're just doing all downstrokes on that part. I don't believe you have to do any upstrokes. So that's for the intro. Now for the harmonica and the vocal parts, well, the harmonica, there's a certain pattern that I would recommend doing it in if you want it to be how Neil Young does it. He goes like. He does it 4 times down and then up, down. So also, when you're going down, I recommend you hit all the strings and then just do the top strings up here, all strings, and then you're going to go down, up, down. So if you're able to tell, I went like down, 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 up, down. Sorry, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So you keep doing that as you're rotating between chords. So yeah, that's basically what you do for the harmonica part and the first part of the vocal part. Once you get to the E minor and the G and the C, so this part, that part, for the E minor, for the E minor and the G, you're just keeping that same pattern going. So for the E minor, you do that twice. For the G, you do that twice. So for the C, it gets a little bit more complicated. When you hit that C, you go down, down, and then stop. So, and then after you stop, you go down once, and then you kind of pause for a second, let it ring out, and then sort of go up, down, up, down, up. Let me see. So down, down, stop, down, up, down, up, down, up. So down, down, stop, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, and then after that, you hit it, go down 2 more times, and then go to the G. And then down, up, down, up. So, back to the C. So, once again, really slowly. Alright, so that is what the G and the C are like. And for the very end of the song, when it just ends with the C and then the G rings out, it's just, well, the same thing for the C. play that C. So I recommend either hitting these top strings or just kind of going like that. Like right as you hit it, you kind of mute the string. Either one. You could do anything at the very end. Just make sure it rings out on that G. So that's pretty much all there is for the strumming section. If you have any questions, just ask me. I usually get to comments right away. And thanks for watching this guitar lesson. I'm actually going to make a Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar lesson for the verse sections because I only did one for the intro. So I'll see you guys later.